Hi, in this video I'll show you how to draw non-standing figures well every time. That way you're not limited to the types of poses you can draw. I'll show you how this is done, and it won't just be me showing off or anything. I'll show you what you need to be able to do it yourself. Hi, my name is Luis Escobar. I'm a storyboard artist on the Simpsons television show. I've been working on the show for over 30 years now, and I'm here to empower you. Okay, so I'm going to give you 3 tips on drawing poses like this. First, we're going to be talking about gesture, then we're going to be talking about envelope shapes, and then we're going to be talking about simplifying. And after that, I'm going to show you how to practice this so you can grasp them faster. So the first thing you got to do is draw gestures. Draw messy. So what you're trying to do is just feel the energy of the pose. Capture the essence. Search out the drawing. So let's say you're at figure drawing and you have somebody in front of you, or even if from your imagination, either one will work. But I'm going to just assume that you have a figure in front of you. The very first thing you got to do is draw gesture drawing. And the idea behind the gesture drawing is that you're trying to feel the energy of the pose. You're just kind of trying to draw the general shape and the direction of the pose. It doesn't have to be perfect. It could be just messy, but you're trying to search for the pose with your gesture. So that's only the one way to do it. There's another way to do it, and that is to envelope the figure. So you basically draw a graphic shape that kind of contains the pose. It's actually one of the easier ways to draw non-standing poses, especially if somebody's really bunched up. It helps so much, because then you're not necessarily like working with all this proportions and all these measurements and things like that. What you're basically doing is just drawing a shape, and then what you're going to want to do is you want to cut out, like within the shape, all the what are called negative spaces, which is all the places where you could cut in the space around the figure. So the figure is a positive space. It's an actual figure, right? But if you're drawing the envelope around them, don't be lumpy bumpy. Just draw a big enveloping shape and then just cut out the parts that go into the shapes, the little gaps between the body. Which leads me to the final tip, which is simplification. Anytime that you're drawing anything complicated, especially the human figure, you want to simplify as much as possible. Arms become tubes, legs become tubes, heads become ellipses. So you're basically taking something complicated and you're simplifying it so that you can manage it better. And those are the elements that you need to do to learn to be able to do this. So, but how do you actually do this? Like, I could tell you the theory, but here, let me show you actually how to learn to see it, practice it, and be able to get good at doing it. So if you're doing it traditionally, what you want to first do is, and we're talking practice here. So let's say you have a figure that you want to draw specifically, or you want to practice on. So what you would do is you would print out that image and get some tracing paper or some vellum, put it on the image, and then practice doing a gesture drawing over it. Like, what would you do? Like, if you weren't just like, don't just trace the thing, do as if you were doing an actual gesture drawing. How would it be? And you draw it with the tracing paper on top so that you can practice what you would do. Because observational, you could just, you'll be able to do it later. You'll be able to do that. You do the envelope thing also. You do that. You come up with an envelope, and then you do that on top of that, right? You could do this obviously. You could do this a little bit easier if you have a tablet. You could do this on a drawing program. You bring in the photo. You make the photo a little bit opaque, and then you do the same thing on that. But you could do that with traditional. This is the way that we practiced before we were going. Everything was being drawn digitally anyway. So if you're doing the envelope shape, you're doing the negative shapes as well. And then when you're done doing that, what you can do is then you can take the same image, right? And then don't have tracing paper over it. Just get another sheet of paper and then do the gesture or do the envelope shape from what you remember having done when you did the tracing, right? And then you'll be able to be like, okay, that's cool. Like, so you just get used to practicing these methods. Practice the gesture, practice the envelope and cutting out the negative spaces, practice the simplicity, like making the legs tubes and things like that. You do all of that with the tracing paper first, do different versions of it, right? Then do it from observation. Just do it from the drawing next to the thing, and then you just do it on your own. And then what will happen is that then you can decide which method you're going to use in real life when you have to actually use it in figure drawing or in you know, whatever you're going to do. Use it from your imagination. You start applying all these things, but you practice doing it on your own before it's the time to do it, so that you can get used to it. It could become second nature. It becomes habitual. And then whenever you're actually put in a situation where you have to solve the problem, then your body will just, from muscle memory, is going to start doing it because you've practiced it enough so that it knows different ways to solve the problem. And that's what I would absolutely 100% recommend to do. At the end of the day, though, ideally you want a teacher to look over your stuff just to make sure that you're doing that. But that's outside of the scope of this video, and I'm sorry that I'm actually working on a course where you will be able to get feedback from me, but I haven't quite launched it yet. But yeah, keep your eye out for that. That's coming at some point. If you found this information useful, let me know by leaving a comment. What was helpful, what wasn't helpful, what wasn't clear, and what can I go into more depth. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will talk to you next time. All right, bye.